It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Giants and the Silver and Black, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Down to the 42, second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And finding the tight end. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Jamie Gillen now on to punt. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On play action, now Garoppolo. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. We got to be big time now. You know what we need, baby.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
From the 22, Jones. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here comes Carter. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's showtime, baby. Let's do this, man. Do your thing. Get something together.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Dances by him.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones to Barkley on the check down.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Jones, throwing on 4th down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Let's do this, man.
1st and goal from the 3.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second and 5 now. Garoppolo
Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
23 yards the pickup there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Open man right side, Myers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, catch made here by Campbell. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing Jones. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Garoppolo on first down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jacobs going to try the middle. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to air one out.
will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Let's go get it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Garoppolo now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Now Jones. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And a tackle there by Micah McFadden. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now Jones throwing on first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Let's go, man. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Come on, let's go. Let's double it.
Running left, it's Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Get something together.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jones. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gano for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo now. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Garoppolo again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And New York set to take the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin with a run by Barkley, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Catch made here by Campbell. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hitch. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This will get the lead up to 7. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth-quarter deficit.
Don't wait on nobody else to make it. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually up to about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Good footwork at the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a dump off here complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders have recovered.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Jones. Gets this to Bellinger. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. To throw is Jones. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jacobs going to try the middle. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.